Hey everybody, I have a math problem for you to try. So let's say you wanted to build one of these Corsi Rosenthal air filter boxes. It's basically a cube where you have a box fan on one side and the other walls are air filters. And these air filters are 20 inches by 20 inches by either 1 or 2 inches. So here's the math problem. What's the surface area? If you look at the picture, you see how the filter is pleated like a zigzag. So what's the surface area of, say, a 1-inch thick filter versus a 2-inch thick filter? Okay, so you can pause here and give it a try yourself. Now, if we use math to solve this, why don't we focus our attention on, let's say, half a pleat? And the specs say that there are 12 pleats per foot. So basically 1 per inch, right? So like that's 1 inch. So if we just look at half of a pleat, then it's a right triangle, right? Where this is half an inch and this is 1 inch, and then afterwards we'll bump that up to 2 inches. So what's the hypotenuse? It's 1/2 squared plus 1 squared and the square root of that. So this is half a pleat. So we've got a times 2 for 1 whole pleat. So this is the length in inches for 1 pleat. And then there are 20 of them, right? So technically it's inches per pleat. And then there are 20 pleats for this dimension. And then if we want an area, then times 20 inches over here. Okay, so now this is our surface area in square inches. For convenience, why don't we just convert this to feet? So there's 12 inches per foot, and then if you square that, then there's 1 square foot for every 144 square inches, right? So if we take a look, that cancels inches, inches, square inches, so the units will be square feet. We can simplify this a little bit, right? So 20 by 20 by 1 would be, okay, so that's root 5 over 4. Let's not forget the 2 over here. Okay, so we got 400 over 144. Okay, we can simplify this. 2 over root 4, those cancel. We can divide this by 4, divide this by 4. Oh, let's divide by 4 again. 25 over 9. Okay, so this is 25 over 9 root 5. Okay, and then if we bump this up to a 2-inch filter, then this turns into a 2 over here. So this would be root 17 over 4. Then all the rest of it. Okay, so this 2 and that root 4 cancel. That's 25 over 9, right? So this is 25 over 9 root 17. So there we go. Let me just punch this in the calculator. Okay, so this is a 6.21. And this is 11.45. Okay, so it's about double, not exactly. It's 80-something% more. Okay, but what if we try another approach? Let's CAD the filters and then ask the computer to tell us the surface area. Okay, so let's do that next. Okay, so we switched over to CAD, and let me just jot down the answers we got from before. So the 1-inch thick filter had an area of 6.21 square feet. The 2-inch filter had an area of 11.45 square feet. All right, so let me just leave those here in the comments. And let's CAD that stuff. So let me start by sketching one pleat of the filter. Okay, and then it was 1 inch per pleat, right? So here to here should be 1 inch. And then let's say if we start with a 2-inch thick filter. Okay, so both of these sides need to be equal. These 2 points need to be horizontal. Okay. Oops. There we go. All right. I might as well draw the other one too. So the 1 inch thick, so that should be 1 inch, right? And then here to here, 1 pleat per inch. These two need to be horizontal, this point and this point. And these two sides need to be equal. All right. Let me space these apart. Okay. Here. I'll make these two vertical. There we go. All right. So that's 1 pleat. I need 20 of them, right? So I'm going to make a horizontal pattern this way. I need 20 of them. And the first pleat is 1 inch, so they need to stretch out another 19 inches. There we go. So this is just zigzag lines, right? I need to make an area. So I'm just going to offset this. So see, the filter material has some amount of thickness to it, right? Let me do the same here. Right, the material has some amount of thickness to it. Okay, and I need to close this as an area. So I'm just going to close this edge over here and this edge over here. Same for the other side. Okay, so now these are areas. And now I just take these areas and extrude them like this, 20 inches. Okay, there we go. We got 3D models of our air filters. Okay, let me make these thin because I'm going to ask the computer what's the surface area, and I don't want the surface area including these edges, so I'm just going to make these really, really thin. This one too. Okay. See, it's more like this now. Okay, so for the 1 inch thick filter, this one, we're expecting a surface area of 6.21 square feet. So I just click Properties. Actually, let me change the document to feet so we have the answer in feet. All right, so Properties, click of a button right here. It might be small, so here. Actually, so this is the total area, meaning the front and the back. So we need to divide this by 2, right? So 6.21, we were expecting 6.21. All right, now the other 2 inch thick filter, Properties, and paste it to the clipboard so it's bigger. Okay, here we go. Let's divide this by 2, 11.45. We were expecting 11.45. Okay. So that's how we would have CAD figure out the surface area. All right, so thanks for watching this video. I'll see you on the next one.